The patented NeoBJA, according to FM Sander, in a sophisticated 3D design, allows the treatment of almost all Class 2 anomalies. For the first time, Class 2-2 corrections are possible thanks to the sagittal expansion element. The appliance can be produced simply and more quickly with the practical accessories such as the guide template for the Neo-BJA. There are markings with 55 degrees, 60 degrees and 65 degrees on the expansion screw holder to adjust the angle of the guide ridges or the Neo-BJA. Slide the Neo-BJA mounting template into the corresponding groove of the expansion screw holder. It is an advantage to add a thin layer of thermo wax to the area of transition from the screw body to the expansion screw holder when the acrylic is moist during processing. The video description contains a list of the products used in the video. Place the mounting template with the Neo-BJA parallel to the occlusal plane onto the maxillary model and align it with the midline of the maxilla. Shorten the cone of the expansion screw holder to suit the situation and fix the holder to the model with sticky wax or thermo wax. Alternatively, the cone can be countersunk into a hole in the model. If necessary, raise the occlusal surface with modelling wax. Remove the mounting template, connect the models in the fixator and verify the position of the guide ridges in relation to the mandibular screw. The guide ridges should be at a distance of approximately 2 mm to the mandibular expansion screw. Fabricate the maxillary plate using the salt and pepper technique. Place the guide template onto the guide ridges of the Neo-BJA and fix the template with a layer of wax. Cover the acrylic of the maxillary plate with a thin layer of wax to avoid the plates from joining together during polymerization. Fabricate the mandibular plate using the salt and pepper technique. Take care to apply a slightly thicker layer of acrylic at the front around the screw. Press the upper fixator arm with the maxillary plate and the guiding template into the acrylic of the mandible. Trim the surplus acrylic if necessary. Polymerize the mandibular plate in the pressure vessel. Remove the guide template. Remove the expansion screw holder in the maxillary and the mandibular plate. Finish the maxillary and the mandibular plate. Make the saw cuts for the sagittal and transversal activation of the expansion screws. Open up the maxillary plate by turning it 2 or 3/4 turns and remove the rest of the expansion screw holder on the basal side. Polish the maxillary and the mandibular plate. The NeoBJA appliance is now finished.